In the previous video, we're able to understand the reflection of a point about an angle. It's actually an introductory part into this concept, the rotation. This time, let's talk about the image of a point under a rotation. In the previous video, we talked about the presence of a certain line that came from, or that predicts, or that supports the idea of a certain central angle. And it later on, together with that line, so for example, this is what we did in the previous video. So for example, we have that point here, and let's say we have a line. This line, let's say it's represented by a certain angle, central angle. Okay, in this case, this angle here, theta. For the reflection of this point is actually somewhere here, which is actually indicated or dependent on the line. But this time, if I talk about an image of a point under a rotation, we no longer need this line here, because if we talk about the image of a point under a rotation, it's still on a specific angle, but this time, this would be our initial line. The initial line would be the line containing our point. And if we talk about the rotation, say for example, on 30 degrees or another theta, we're going to rotate this into an indicated theta, and this point here is already the rotation. Sorry for that. Let me do it again. Okay, it should be this one here. From this point, rotate it at a certain theta. This point here is the rotation of the given point, or the image of the point under rotation on this specific theta here, which comprises the initial line or initial side coinciding with the point, and the terminal side coinciding on the image. So this is the theta now. It doesn't necessarily start with the horizontal line here, or the x-axis, as we move into that with theta. The theta now corresponds to the angle formed by the initial side containing the original point, and the terminal side containing its rotation. So that is, of course, a positive rotation if we're going to talk about it counterclockwise. If the angle is negative, then obviously we're going to talk about the location of this point into the reverse position. As long as we have to share the same theta, in this case it would mean the same theta, and the terminal side would contain the image on the rotation. Okay, so we can determine that with a certain formula. The rotation of a certain point is indicated by this formula. The rotation along the indicated theta is determined by the product of two matrices. You have here cosine theta, sine theta. You have here negative sine theta and cosine theta times the components of your x, or your point, x sub 1 and x sub 2, or x and y for some cases. But since we use x sub 1 and x sub 2 in the previous video, let's also use that here, as long as do not be confused with the use of x sub 1 and x sub 2. X sub 2 corresponds to the y value of the point, but it's also corresponding to the second component of your x point. Now, this is very different from the reflection of a point about an angle, because it uses twice theta. Sorry for that. It uses twice theta actually, and the negative is actually here, and this was positive. This time, for rotation, we'll be sticking to this process. So in the next few videos, we're going to determine the image of a certain point under a rotation. Using this formula, we can determine that, and we'll be using the Cartesian plane to verify as well our result. Thank you very much for watching.